I'm going to give you some tips on how to rub down your transfers for your center pedestal on your Cessna. Now I'm going to work here in my living room because it's a little too crowded in my plane to shoot this. The black piece here represents your center pedestal, and this actually indicates the groove that's cut out for your elevator trim. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take a lint-free cloth, and flannel works well for that, and a little bit of alcohol, and I'm going to clean the surface really well. Just lightly go over it, and then I'm going to let that dry. And while it dries, or just after it's dry, I'm going to take some clear spray paint. Any kind of clear spray paint, the kind that sticks to plastic is best. I'm going to give it one really light coat first. And what that does, and I'm not going to do that here because I'm in my living room, but what that does is that light coat does two things. It creates a tooth that actually gives the transfer a texture to stick to, and it also gives you a barrier in case there's any silicone that's coming out of your plastic. Most plastics have a lot of silicone in them these days. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I know exactly where my takeoff area is, where the arrow should go for my takeoff. Make sure I've made some sort of note of that. Then I'm going to take my transfer sheet, and I've already cut this down into a manageable size, but I'm going to trim fairly close to the graphics, hopefully in a nice straight line, and I'm going to trim away the excess. So what I have now, it just says takeoff, and then the little arrow is there. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to position it right where I need it to go, and I'm going to make sure that my type is parallel or equidistant to the opening for the elevator trim. And when I'm happy with its position, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape up here at the top. Double check my equidistanceness. If you want to measure, you can. I happen to do this for a living, so my eyesight's pretty good. I'm going to just tape that in position so I don't have to worry about it moving around while I work on it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach under here, and without touching the graphics, I'm going to remove this white carrier sheet. I'm going to put that aside for now. Then I'm going to just gently rub down the type with my finger, and then I'm going to take a ball burnisher. And a ball burnisher is pretty important. I don't want you to use something with a rough, sharp edge. I'd like something with a round point. And if you don't have a ball burnisher, maybe an old ballpoint pen that no longer works. Then I'm going to rub each letter. Go several different directions, up and down, sideways. You don't have to rub too hard, but I would definitely rub with a little bit of authority. You don't want to dent anything. You don't want to scratch anything. But make sure you go both directions on your letter and touch every surface. And make sure you touch the outside edges of the letters most of all. So I'm going like this. Okay, I'm going to set my burnisher down, and then I'm going to take the tape off just so it doesn't get in my way. But I'm going to peel it off without moving the graphics. Try not to move your graphics, it can ruin them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach my fingernail under this top edge here of the clear material, and I'm going to start to peel back. I don't want to peel up, I want to peel back. And as I peel back, it gives me an opportunity to see, say that little stem of the E was lifting. I can still, on the plastic side, rub it and then keep peeling. So anytime something starts to lift, I can go back in and correct it if I need to. And there, voila, you're done with that clear piece. It can go in the trash. Now take your little piece of material that was your protection sheet, and just gently rub on top of your newly transferred graphics. Just make sure all the edges are down. And then if you want, you can take a little bit more of your isopropyl alcohol and clean off any residue or lint that might be there. So this is pretty durable as it is, but for safety's sake, because I want this to last a long time, once again, take your clear spray paint, give it a nice light coat. After you've done all your graphics, after the whole console's, your graphics are all done, your console looks beautiful, give it a coat, wait about 15 minutes and give it another light coat. Don't do anything heavy. You don't need a lot to make it durable, because as I said, it's pretty durable as it is. But there, you've had your tips on how to apply your transfers, and if you have any problems, don't hesitate to contact us. Thanks, bye.